Okay, now that we're done with that, let's do this. What is up? So it's October 10th, 2013. Wow. I've been doing this for a while now, haven't I? How are you guys doing? That's what I want to know. So, we got a few people in the room. You know what happens when I'm starting out my show? I might or might not do a giveaway right away. And this time I'm thinking, I'm going to hold off a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to mix it up. I go back and forth. So, let's talk today about a couple things that are on my mind. I know I'm going to do, I know I usually do some vendor announcements right away, but there's seriously a couple issues I want to talk about. Uh, the first issue I want to talk about is let's talk about what's been going on with in the EU. I mean, they just announced on Tuesday that the EU Parliament rejected the medicinal regulation for e-cigs. Now, this is good. This is good in the short term. I don't know about the long term because there's still going to be regulations no matter what happens. But this is huge because in the EU they were this close to saying, turning e-cigs into a medicine, meaning you would need to get a prescription to, and you'd have to go to, in EU they call it the chemist instead of your pharmacist, and they would, you give them your prescription, and they would give you e-juice with no more than 4 milligrams of nic in it. Now, for those of you who don't know, when I say 4 milligrams of nic, that's 4 milligrams of nic per liter, let's say, or So it's basically 4% of the e-juice is Nick, as opposed to, like, say, the average smoker would, when they were smoking, or the average vapor these days is anywhere between 12 and 18. So that's huge. What a lot of people I've been reading about, I know I missed VT Talk on vaportrails.co.uk, which is David Thorne's network in the UK, and I know they probably discussed this at length. And I definitely suggest highly that if any of you guys are interested in what's going on in the EU, to please go and check out that replay. I mean, as soon as the replay goes up, I'll post it on my Facebook page tomorrow, and I'll probably tweet it as well. But I think it's a very serious thing for us to be aware of, to know what's going on in other parts of the world, because any regulations and anything that makes it harder for us as vapors to go and obtain what we need, primarily e-juice, devices, so on and so forth, in order to keep us vaping. We need to be abreast of that. That's all. So, anyway, let me say hi to some of the people that popped in the room, because I had my little talk here. So we have Crazy Mom that came in, Giant Vape, TW. We had Frack to enter. What's up, Frack? The other Phoenix, Georgia Vaping, Kimmy Adams, Big Rog, Lenore Vape, Conicated Classy Lady, and T-Max. Welcome to the room, guys. I did say breast. Speaking of breast, it is breast cancer awareness month, so keep that in mind. That is it's a big deal, and obviously you see it pretty much everywhere. You see it big corporations sponsor events for it this month. There are all kinds of walks, 5K runs in municipalities around the country, 10K walks. Even the NFL. And speaking of the NFL, let's talk about two things that happened in the NFL. So, Frank. So anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is, because I'm talking about this first one specifically for my guest tonight, which is Jay from upStomp. Well, Hingham Hill, aka upStomp. Tom Brady did not score a touchdown last week. What? He went 52 games in a row and thrown at least one touchdown, and it ended. And you know what? It's not necessarily his fault. I mean, if you look at his receiving corps, come on. It's partially not his fault. Partially is because, they're ridden with injuries, just like the Giants are. Except at least New England turns injuries into, wins. So yeah, this is the first game they lost, and they didn't score a touchdown. But you know what? You got to hand it to Cincinnati. I mean, the Bengals have a no-joke defense this year. I mean, they're totally under the radar. Nobody even realizes it. But yeah, their defense is no joke. So I know people are telling. Sorry for the mass holes that are in the room, but I had to bring it up. Let me get my Neo going. Hey Rascal, hugs to you. Okay, now Patriot fans, that they're mad now because they got embarrassed, and Patriots do not like to be embarrassed. So they're gonna go into their next game, and whoever they face, I don't even know who they're playing. But whoever they're playing next week, they are going to dominate them. Probably with Gronk coming back, too. And even though he may not be back at 100%, I mean, he's still going to be catching passes left and right because he has a mission. He's been out for so many weeks. I mean, he wants to come in and, play hard. So I have a very big feeling he's going to go in guns blazing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I still have it in my bag. Just send me a reminder in Skype. I'll send it out tomorrow. All right. My bad. I've just been running around because I have to go out tomorrow anyway because I got to go in for treatment. So, I could drop it off either before I go to treatment at the post office or after I'm coming back, alright? No, 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 I'll make sure I'll do it tomorrow. Hey, Unicorn, how you doing? Lines or bucks to learn to do it? Oh, yeah, I know, right? No doubt. My bad for not being at your show the other night, Unicorn. I kind of went to bed early. My bad. But I'll try to be there next week. Um, Actually, no, no, I'm sorry. I was a little late, but I had some other things I had to do. But then when I eventually went to sleep, I went like sleeping between 12:30 1 o'clock, and I totally spaced it to go to your show. That's exactly what happened. My bad. So anyway, here's another thing I want to talk about if I could find it. Um, Actually, you know what? While I have you guys on the horn, I want to talk about something. I don't even like talking about politics in any way, but I'm gonna bring up this one thing because did you know that there's if I could find it? Okay, here I'm gonna put the link in. Here it is. The link is right here. Okay, here's the link. Now, this is the Native American group that's that's like fighting to change the Washington Redskins name. So basically, they decided to come out with this poster. If you guys see the link, it has these it has it has names. It has like caps of names of other of of I guess made up racist context related names. If you could see that, so they have the Washington Redskins that they talked about. They have the Cleveland Indians, but then they decided they wanted to put in the New York Jews and the San Francisco Chinamen. It was supposedly their way of putting it to light that maybe it's not necessarily right to have a name like the Cleveland Indians or the Washington Redskins. I mean, I'm not gonna give my personal opinion on that, just because, like I said, I just want to put it out there since we were talking about football and stuff like that. I don't know. You guys decide what's right or wrong when it comes to that, and you could voice it. Especially if you're in if you're in the Cleveland area or if you're in the D.C. area. I guess I would go and talk to your local legislators about this if you felt so inclined. Now, here's another thing. This is a question I want to pose to you guys, okay? The other day, I was having a chat with my brother, and he was telling me how he would flood his Facebook profile, like his personal Facebook profile, with a lot of his liberal views. Like, he would take articles of liberal views in the past, because because he is a liberal, my older brother, and he would post it up. But it came to the point where people in his in his friends list started either defriending him, or they would say stuff like I guess they would get offended by it. So he could have either won because enacting his free speech, he could be like, "F you guys, if you don't like what I have to say, don't be friends with me," and that's what some people did. But then he decided to do something a little bit different. What he decided to do was he set a separate Facebook page where he would put all his political articles and rants and raves political wise on there. So he essentially eliminated about 95% of any political related posts on his personal profile. Okay. So now, when we're speaking specifically in this industry, the way, or any industry in business, okay, what I was taught being in a corporate environment is that the best thing to do when you're conducting business with anybody is to kind of hide or kind of keep private your personal political views on anything. I mean, if there's causes that that are bipartisan in nature, I wouldn't have a problem either supporting a cause like that. But I was taught, many years back that putting forth your personal political views on anything may impact any business relationships that you may have in either now or in the future or existing. So anyway, let me just see here. Some of the political posts have been intimidating because we have all our own points of view. Some of us get their feelings as our own posts. Okay, so here's where my question comes in. Excuse me. I know I'm very good friends with somebody in the industry. I will not name who that person is. And I brought up this suggestion. That maybe, you know, because this person has a business in the industry, and this person has very strong political views that they share on their, Facebook profile, because it says on their Facebook profile where they work or what business they own, that it may or may not have a negative impact on either present or future business relationships. So I just told this person what I was taught in the corporate world, and this person went flying off the handle on me to the point where they actually put our friendship on the line because of it. Because this person claimed that I was trying to quell this person's freedom of speech by even suggesting it. Now, I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I don't know what I did. I mean, like, by just suggesting it, this person claimed that I crossed over a line. So I'm asking you guys, was I in the wrong? Because if I was really in the wrong by just suggesting it, I mean, I'll apologize profusely. I mean, it comes to the point where this person actually told me to not talk to them for a while, because this person was absolutely livid about what I supposedly said. So if you guys think I've done wrong and I've crossed the line, then I will own up to it, because if there's anything, I will own up to that. I know I have Jay coming on in a little bit, but Jay, if you hold on a few more minutes, I just want to get a couple more things out. The second thing, listen, seriously, you guys could be completely honest. If I was wrong and I suck because of it, that's cool. Right. I didn't tell them to make a page. I suggested, hey, maybe if you wanted to make a page like my brother did, then, maybe it might, without your name anywhere in it, you could still express your feelings. And I was only talking about it from a strict business perspective. It was just a suggestion. Yeah. Anyway, Jay, just give me a few more minutes. I just want to get a couple more things out. We're now going to have upStomp on, and it's going to be cool, because upStomp's my man. He's awesome. And I got some juice. Okay. So... we're going to bring him in soon, but before... Wait, I have one more thing I want to bring up. This has to do specifically with my Facebook page. Now, the other night, I made a post, and it was basically about that guy let's face it, the guy was an asshat. He came into Vapers Nolan, Maryland, and he even had them Adam opened the store a few minutes early so he can go in there and buy some supplies. So anyway, as soon as he came in, and one of the employees was at the register, he looked in one of the counters, saw a bottle of Ejuice that was out, smelled it, and then put it into his sock. Okay. Now, after I posted it, I had a person that supported my show, supported my page, asked me straight out, hey, what city and state is this brick and mortar? So, me being all funny and everything, I don't know if you guys know it. Hold on. Now, if you guys know this particular URL, and I'm gonna put it here in the chat. Now, what this is it's basically like a prank, right? I really didn't mean any serious malice by it at all. But when she asked for, I let the cat out. It was a girl. When this particular person asked what city and state was, I thought it was hilarious to just do a let me Google it for you. So I did that. I posted it, and this person went off on me, told me I was nasty and all this other stuff. So I was like, what is it? What happened when I did that caused this person to think I was nasty at her? So I looked at it and it says, you know, you go through the whole thing and at the end it says, was that hard? Or something to that extent. So I guess in her, oh really? So Dragon Vapor says that he bought a 7 ml bottle and stole a 35 ml. Loser. Okay. But anyway, yeah. That was the video of the post that I made. But this person went crazy on me because they said that I was being nasty to them by putting that up. I guess. I know. And like, and I guess she thought that I programmed it to say that, but it wasn't. It was just funny. But, so I basically says, hey, I was like, I wasn't being nasty. Don't be butthurt. I was just, I was actually trying to be helpful to you, and I did the work for you. So I did the work for her. And I showed it visually that, yes, in fact, I did the work for her. Anyway, nevertheless, we talked in PM, and now, I guess she was really upset about it. She blocked me. She unliked my page and stuff. So I'm telling you guys, please, if there's anything that I'm doing that sounds rude or, off kilter, I'm really not trying to be mean to you. I was doing it in good fun. Okay, so I wanted to put that out there. Okay. Let me do these vendor announcements really fast. I'm going to bring it upStomp, okay? So here are some of my vendors' announcements, okay? With Ginger's Ejuice, she still has the 50/50 blends rolling out. Not all the flavors are available in 50/50. Oh, sorry. Let me put Ginger's info on here. It's okay, sir. Alright, so here's Ginger's info. Anyway, not all flavors are available in 50/50 yet. Anybody who wins giveaways this moment on, it actually started last week, they are able to pick up a 50/50 bottle, but only if that option for the 50/50 is visible for that flavor on the website. Okay? If it's not an option on the website, that means that it's not available yet. Okay? Also, she's been getting a lot of emails asking her what the difference is between 80/20 and 50/50 is. Any person that keeps asking her, she's gonna set her up in this vaping hall of shame for not knowing that. Anyway, she was joking about that. She wanted me to throw that in. And of course, if the Steelers win, there will be a flash sale she'll offer. Meaning that if the Steelers play Monday early game, she'll post a link to it, and it'll be available between then and midnight of Sunday. If they play the late game, she may decide to either put the flash sale up, run that till midnight, or the next morning. Give it ample time for people to take advantage of a flash sale. Or if they play Monday night, she'll probably run it Tuesday. Oh yeah, Sunday night. If they play Sunday night, they win. She'll run it all day Monday. Anyway, thought I'd let you know that. So keep abreast of the info. You add her to if you like her Facebook page or add her to Twitter. She's very good with tweeting it and post an announcement of that nature for flash sales on her Facebook page. All right, for Timeless Vapor. Let me just put this in real fast. Timeless Vapor. Here's her info. That's Mandy, my girl Mandy. Timeless Vapor is re-offering the sale, $17 for a 50 ml bottle. So it's a 1-day sale. Okay, and that's just for tomorrow. Now also, if you use the code VaporJoeRocks, it takes another 5% off your order. I'll put the code up here. Diana, you can email her on that, but basically what I'm doing is all my giveaways are US only for now. Especially what's been going on with Fast Tech, with all the problems that's going on. I know Vapor Joe specifically told me that. But yeah, you can if you ever win something, and as far as I'm concerned, right now I'm not giving to anybody outside the U.S. at least for right now until I hear personally from them that they'll ship outside of the U.S. I think Greenman does it, You know, and listen, worst comes to worst, if you really want the item, I'll just tell them to ship it to me if they don't want to ship to Canada. I'll send it to you myself, okay? I'll be cool like that. Alright? But, you know, hopefully if you guys understand, basically all these giveaways, from what I understand, are US only, okay? Greenman Ejuice, let me put his information on right here. Sorry, I'm a little delayed, Jay. I'll get you up soon, bro. My bad, upStomp. Okay, so for Greenman Ejuice, the Exodus Ejuice flavor is up now. For all you guys who don't know, it is a creamy banana and coconut vape with some fruit undertone. So it's released. So if you want to take advantage of that, you know, and plus he has his daily sales also. I think it's up on his page somewhere. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it for you real fast. I actually don't know why I don't have it in my I don't know why I don't have it in my notes. Hold on a second. If I can find it. I'll find it soon. He usually has it up. We'll try to find it. Okay, I can't find it the second, it seems, but if you go to his Facebook page, he'll have it. He has it up there. He usually has like a daily sale, and he puts it up. What it is. Also, he wanted me to announce that Greenman Ejuice is going to Europe. They actually made an agreement with, I guess, with a bunch of B&Ms in Sweden. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the deal is with that. And the last vendor announcement I want to make is Vapor Joe's. There you go. Vapor Joe's. Hey, crazy guy, what's up, man? So here's Vapor Joe's info right here. Here's the Rocket K-Phone clone that they're offering now on FastTech. If you see that right now. And guess what, Dragon Vapor? You just won it. So there you go. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Dragon Vapor. I'm going to put up my little giveaway. So anyway, email me at rich@towervape.com. That was pretty ninja, wasn't it? Email me at rich@towervape.com. Let me know that you put in the subject line, it could Vapor Joe Resurrection winner or Vapor Joe's winner. And I need your name, your chat name, and your shipping address. And I'll make sure to forward that info to Vapor Joe and get that for you. Congratulations. Anyway, that's the link up ahead for it. Ah, here we go. Greenman coupons. Thanks, Knocknor. Okay. Before we bring up Jay, let's do this, because I promised my man Jay I would introduce him right. So, hold on here. I turned off the music for a second. If I could. Okay. And here's my screen region. Let's do this right, guys. Here's his intro.
So tell me, 1, 2, 3, 4. So watch your
What? So anyway, that's upStomp's new intro. That's pretty badass. All right, let's get him in the room. Holy cow! I'm late for calling him. Hold on. Let's call him up. I gotta get this guy in. What is up? Oh, you're blurry, Jay. Hold on. I didn't have you in the shot yet. Hold on. You're blurry as hell. But maybe he's doing this on purpose.
I don't think that's you. I think that's me. Yeah, that's me. Hold on.
Okay. Whoa, what the heck? Why are you so small? Hold on a second. There's something up in my Skype.
What is going on?
What is going on? My Skype is messed up. Uh-oh.
I don't know that it's your Skype. Hold on. Let's focus. Oh yeah, I've got that maxed out. How the hell did that happen?
Alright, my video's turned off.
There we go.
You're very small, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this out and I'm just gonna screen share you. Hold on a second, man.
I can try bouncing Skype on my side, see if it clears it up.
Okay, hold on. Let's put this. I need that banner up. See, there you are. Sort of. Let's try to get you in right. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try to get him in right. Because...
get me in right, baby.
I'm trying to get him in right. I'm almost there. I'm almost there, and then let's loosen this up a little bit.
Oh, you're still using Wirecast, aren't you?
No. I am using XSplit, but you know what? I could try to do the Skype thing again. Hold on. Let me try that again. Let me try to do Skype. Add my Skype video. Ah, there you go. I got you now.
Oh, my goodness.
I got you now. Hold on. We just make sure that I set up the layout. My apologies, guys. You guys are probably like, lame rich.
Well, they'll find a way to blame me.
So I got you in there. I got you in twice now. But at least this way I can move the other one out. Okay. He's in.
You made me look all fat.
I got you on widescreen though. Hold on. I don't have tunes going. Wait, I gotta get some tunes going. I'm gonna put in some Alternative Nation. I'll put that playlist because that'll work. All right. If I can even get my Spotify to work. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know, Celtic. I'm back. Oh, what the heck? Okay, there's my Skype. My Skype is going there now. Okay, we're good. Guys, I want to welcome you to my good friend in the community. This is Jay. You guys know who he is, aka upStomp, and there's his cool little logo that I put underneath him. And you know, incidentally, Jay, let's talk about this logo for a second. I didn't even know that there was like a silhouette of you on the side of your logo, dude. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Originally, it was a silhouette of a guy kicking another guy in the nuts. And I figured when I was filing for my LLC, I should probably just kind of make that a little more professional. So yeah, I took a picture of myself, taking a haul off of my Pure and silhouetted it. I took a little off my chin.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
My second or third chin. but yeah, that's me.
So anyway, okay, well, we have the rudimentary questions here. How did you discover vaping? How long ago was it? And how did you evolve from being a vapor to starting your own line of juice?
Let's see. It was. So it was 2010. My wife and I had recently gotten into rolling our own, with the whole cigarette machine and stuff. And as a lot of you folks probably know, that pipe tobacco that they wink, wink, nudge, nudge, they make it specifically for people to use in those cigarette machines. And but it's still extremely heavy tobacco. So we were using that for about a year. And then one spring, actually the spring of 2010, we got a really bad cold and we could just not get rid of it to save our lives. So throughout the entire summer, we were both very sick. Just because you're inhaling pipe tobacco into your lungs, which isn't supposed to be inhaled into your lungs to begin with. So that, on top of all the taxes and everything that were getting slammed on us in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, made me, well, in my travels, searching online for pipe tobacco, I'd come across ads for electronic cigarettes here and there, and I just kind of brush them off and think, oh, that's just a bunch of horse shit. But then, after we were sick for so long, I said, you know what? Why don't I actually start to research this stuff? So I researched it, found ECF, spent a ton of time on ECF, and eventually, settled on, all right, I'm gonna buy an ego kit for me and my wife. And it came in the mail on September 20th, 2010, and that was it. As soon as I took my first drag, I bought a dripping kit with a couple of egos, one for me, one for my wife, a few bottles of juice, and that was it. We were sold instantly.
Wow. Dude, that's one heck of a story, man. So, how long, like, I don't even know how to, I'll tell you, some people go into it for medical reasons. Some go to it for a simple reason, they just don't want to smell anymore, like like a chimney. But it's nice to hear people's stories about how they got into it, because, you know what, we're not alone. We all have our reasons, but we're here now.
Right. And it was like a revelation. It was an epiphany for so many of us. As soon as we take that first drag, we go, either holy shit, I'm done smoking, or holy shit, this has a lot of potential. There's not much. There aren't many people out there who try a real e-cig, or a real mod, and go, I'm gonna stay smoking. You just don't hear that very often.
Right. Okay. So anyway, then obviously you probably delved into DIY.
Yeah. Pretty soon into it, I started doing DIY. I'd say maybe 2 months into it. I started with just mixing pre-mixed juices and seeing what kind of combinations I could get. And the first thing that really made me think I should maybe pursue it was when I posted a recipe and it was a recipe of pre-mixed juices, different pre-mixed juices from different companies, this kind of thing. And I said, holy crap, I mixed these juices together and it tastes exactly like Captain Crunch berries. And within 2 weeks of me making that post, my primary juice vendor at the time came out with a Crunch berries juice. So I was like, oh, well, at first I was like, wow, they stole my idea. What a bunch of pricks. And then I was like, wow, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I should start mixing more juice, And it all just kind of blew up from there. A lot of it had to do with the New England Vapors group. I'd bring juice there for folks to try, and then eventually they wanted to buy some, that kind of thing. Just like most of the juice vendors out there, you start slow, you grow organically. And now, now I'm wholesaling. I've been wholesaling for a good 2 years at least, keeping somewhat out of the limelight as far as the juice making goes.
Yeah, I mean, I just put up while you were talking. Here is the link for you to see, for any of the viewers to see, your offerings through LJ Smokes. I know the whole link isn't there. You can't really click on it, so you could pretty much copy and paste that, and that'll go straight to upStomp's juices.
Yeah, you can just go to LJE Smokes, and then in the upper right-hand corner, there's a little search bar, and you can just search upStomp, and all my juices will come up.
Right, and then obviously there's the group for Jay's Juices by upStomp. Now, okay, here's a little bit. Hey, Ricardamon, what's up, man? The man who made my lightsaber mod, Dual 26650. Props to Ricardamon. Anyway, so there is a little bit of confusion. Even I got confused. Now, let me tell you what the confusion is. The confusion is is that what I didn't know was that when you first came around, your the name of your company was initially Hingham Hill, correct?
Correct. That is correct. Right around the beginning, probably April of 2011, I actually branded the company as Hingham Hill. Yep.
Right. Because when I met you in 2012, I mean, by then it was like I knew you as Juices for upStomp, and then when
Right.
I remember when I met you at Expo. I mean, you were sitting there, you guys had the massive table in the middle of the expo room for the first expo.
Yeah. I still have that big ass poster too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the first talk I had to, and incidentally, the first time I sat down with you, and not like I was talking too much, but I was listening to views. It was I don't know if you remember this. It was like James from Kalamazoo. It was you. I think Lee was sitting there. I don't remember. It was Mark Daniel from Axton Hughes,
Yeah.
DJ Vapes, myself, and we were talking politics.
Oh boy.
And you brought up, I don't want to bring up your affiliation because that's your private views, but we'll keep that private. But we had it was a big political discussion that lasted over an hour, and it was mostly, actually, it was the first time I heard, like, just from a grassroots level, someone's perception of your political thought and and what you follow, and now that's making its waves in its own group. I mean, we'll talk about it another time because I don't want to veer away from your brand, but I found it was.
No.
I found
we can. I find that my political views, at least the way I try to express them, tend not to be very controversial.
right.
So I'm never worried about expressing my political views as long as I'm asked. I try not to offer them up, unwarranted, especially on Facebook. We all know how dangerous that can be.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
I
rare
do.
that it's pretty, like you were saying not 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it's pretty rare that I actually post anything even that can even be mistaken as political on Facebook.
Right, because it's very for a lot of people this is it's a very big part of our lives right now, especially here in the United States where so much is going on. And I'm not putting down any other countries like my Canadian friends up north or anybody else that lives in other countries. I'm not putting it down at all. I'm just saying right now it's just very sensitive, and I guess it was bad timing when I made the suggestion myself, and I almost lost a very good friend over it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's tough. I like I said earlier in the chat, I almost had to unfriend. This is on my personal Facebook account, but I almost had to unfriend my own dad because of political posts. On both sides. It wasn't just me. It was him. It was just going back and forth, and it was getting to be too much, and I almost had to unfriend him just to calm myself down and kind of keep him away from. Especially in the e-cig realm, trying to keep him away from making snide comments.
right.
Because I'll make a comment on a local affiliate's news site, and they're using Facebook as their commenting engine, and then my dad pipes up,
Like
thinking that he's being funny and
Space
cute, and he's actually, kind of defeating the purpose of me making the post in the first place.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll troll my own brother, sometimes, but he knows it's in good faith because him and I like to. I mean, I'm not afraid to tell my political views without really going into it. I consider myself a centrist. I'll go either way. I put down that I'm independent, and I vote that way every year. I mean, like I try to get to know who the particular politician is, and see and look into them before I vote for them. I don't look at their party affiliation all the time. So that's me. That's how I roll. Unlike my father when he was alive, he was hardcore conservative. He would always go to me on a election. He'd call me up or send me. He didn't text back then, but he would call and he'd be like, "Richard," and that's how he talked about Richard. You both all
Richard.
You both all conservative. That's it. I'm like, what? Come on.
No, my dad's a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat. Always has been.
Okay. Yeah.
But now that he's retired, he has more time to talk about it.
Right. I hear you. Welcome to all the people that came in the room. What's up, guys? So anyway, let's go back to what I was talking about. So you first came with Hingham Hill, but by the time I had met you, everybody knew you as Juices by upStomp.
Yeah, what kind of happened there was I was doing the Hingham Hill thing, and I think I had just picked up my first wholesale account, and I wanted to rebrand. I wanted to because I just started doing shows on I think it was what was the precursor to TVN at the time?
GPTV.
GPTV, that was it. I just started doing shows, so I kind of wanted my name out there, you know. So that's when I decided to do Juices by upStomp, and that, you know, that went over really well for what, the year and a half, 2 years that it was going. But I felt when I was filing for the LLC, I wanted something a little more professional. And I wanted something to separate myself from everybody else, because shortly after I came out with Juices by upStomp, everybody was coming out with Juices by, Flavors by, you know, all that stuff. So it just I just kind of wanted to expand my branding a little bit better, and be able to kind of branch out to a wider base. Now, unfortunately, when I did that, LJZ Smokes, they do not want to follow suit. They're sticking with the Juices by upStomp branding, and they weren't a fan of me switching back to Hingham Hill at all. So when you buy a bottle of juice, or when you search the site on LJ's, it still says Juices by upStomp, and that's why when you go to the site, you still have to search for upStomp to find the juice.
Okay.
But we'll keep working on her.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to clear the air on that little bit of confusion, because even when I saw that you had changed your logo to Hingham Hill, in my mind, when it said underneath small batch e-liquid, I was like, oh my god, upStomp came out with a new line of e-juice. And remember, I was hitting you up. I was like, dude, I want every single one.
Yeah, you weren't the only one. There were
really?
A lot of people. Yeah, there were a lot of people who were confused.
Cody, what's up?
And yeah, what's going on, Codes?
A lot of mass holes in the room tonight.
A lot of people who were confused, and a lot of people who came to me and said, you know, well, where are you selling now? You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, there was some clarification to be made, but you know, it's just kind of the nature of the beast. You know, I didn't want to stick with the Juices by upStomp because, frankly, I didn't find it was a professional enough branding strategy for me. So.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, like, personally, I actually like the new name. It's kind of cool because it definitely distinguishes yourself.
The new branding. What really rubs me the wrong way is that I was going for a nod. If you notice, small batch e-liquid. Small batch is a nod to American whiskey. I am a big fan of American whiskey, specifically bourbons and ryes.
Right.
But shortly after I did that, all of a sudden there were like 3 other companies that started going along that style of branding. So I'm just like, I'm pulling my hair out going, what the hell? It's like, I go to Juices by upStomp, all of a sudden everything's Juices by, Flavors by, you know. And then I moved to Hingham Hill small batch, and all of a sudden everybody's going to, you know, a whiskey or a wine style motif. I'm like, I can't win. Forget it. You know, I'm sticking with this. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh gosh, I know, man. Because you're like, I've already done this once. I've already done this once. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I remember like some of the first juices I got from you was personally, like, I remember I was like, you know, I was asking people like in rooms back in like when I was a viewer. I was like, oh, I want to get some upStomp juice. What I get? So I remember some of the first ones I got was actually, I think I picked up some for the first time at Expo, and then I ordered some more from LJE Smokes afterwards. I think, let's see, I got the Alabama Slammer. I remember I got the Pillow Dream.
Pillow fight.
The pillow fight. Yeah, it was like it was like a picture of a whole bunch of girls throwing pillows at each other.
And there's a funny story behind that juice, actually.
Okay.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah, totally.
All right, so at Oh, what's the meat in Florida?
Vape stock.
Vape Stock. Thank you.
Okay.
So at Vape Stock, that was the first major meet uh, after LJ's and I partnered up,
Okay.
and I was bullshit that I couldn't be there. I was very upset. I wanted to be there, this and that, but she tried to include me, and she's like, "Well, I've got these little glass pump bottles. What do you think we can do with these?" So I said, "I know. I'll make 4 flavored juices, and you can put each one into one of these pump bottles, and then have the people fill their bottle with as much of any given flavor." So I made all complementary flavors. Like I made three. I made a blueberry, a peach, and a raspberry, and then I did a cream. So you could mix and match all those flavors together. So I mixed up all the juice, sent it down to her in bulk, and then come to find out what they did was, because Joe Castro was there, Joe Castro says, "I want those bottles," and he put his crap in those bottles, and then they mixed all of the stuff that I sent down to them into the last bottle. And I was like, whoa, that was my idea.
I know, what the hell?
Idea. And all you did was just take all the crap that I sent you and throw it into one big ass bottle and have people try it. So I was pissed. However, they loved the juice.
Okay, so it did have a happy ending.
And I was still pissed off. And then, like 2 months later, they reorder that juice. They say, "Can you mix?" They didn't even ask me. They just put it in their order. "Mix your peach berry cream and send us, a gallon of that," And I called her up and I lit into her. I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me. I didn't mix that to be that kind of juice,
Right.
That kind of thing." So that's where the name Pillow Fight came from, because I wanted to hit her, but I didn't want to hit her with anything hard because I still love her to death.
Okay, let me ask. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Okay, Cody's complaining that, my bad, Cody, that I'm not fielding questions from the audience, so here's one. Can I get a real sticky peach with my Pro Tank?
Cody, I sent the last sample, the latest sample down to LJ's Monday, and if they approve it, it will be for retail shortly enough. And yes, I will send you some freaking sticky peach. That's my latest juice is sticky peach.
My Skype is messing up. My bad, Jay. Hold on, man. There it is. Okay, you're back. Okay, speaking of sticky peach, I was fortunate enough to get a sample of it.
I don't know which sample you got, because there are a couple of betas out there.
So I got one of these betas. Well, it was the one you sent me when I got these. When I got these from last month's autistic auction, from Hooligans. So that was like a month ago.
Oh, actually, I don't even remember sending them. What did you get?
I got these two because I won these. Oh, well, not one. Well, I bought them, but I won, for the auction. And you sent me the big balls. Cause remember, I told you, I was like, just send me whatever. Send me whatever, and you're like, okay. So you sent me a 120 of the melon Brawler, and you sent me a 120 of the Blue Saloon.
Yes.
And then I got. Oh, go ahead.
That's one of my favorites. I love Blue Saloon.
Yeah. I waited until tonight to try it for the first time. I literally waited. I had this all steeping the whole time because I knew I was going to have you on. So, in the two that I got samples of, which you were gracious enough to send me, was the Apple Betty and the Sticky Peach. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying these. Like, I'll get my little syringe out.
Yeah, I've got Blue Saloon going in my Pure right now.
Actually, no, I actually just put in some Sticky Peach in here because Cody was talking about it. I was like, hey, I want to try that.
I think that's the first beta. I don't think that's. You might not get much peach out of that.
You know what though? Yeah, it's quite sweet. I'm getting some peach out of it, but I still like it because it's pretty tasty.
Yeah, you know me. I can't just have a peach. I have to do shit to it.
Yeah, I mean, like when I first saw the, man, this Skype is killing me. Sorry if sorry guys if he goes in and out a little bit with the Skype. It's just Skype is being evil. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this quite a lot just because it's not, like punch you in the face peach, So
Yeah.
and I like it. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my more favorite fruits. Obviously, my biggest one is banana.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, banana! I'm like hardcore banana vapor. Like anything with banana in it, I want to own it so I could try it.
Have you tried salamander yet?
Of course I have. It's gone.
It's got banana in it.
Yeah, as soon that's why it's gone.
There's also there's an old juice that I used to make, Bananas Foster. I stopped making it because there were like 8 other companies that were making it, so it's just like, forget it. Maybe I'll mix up a small bottle of that and bring it down to a con.
Oh, sweet, dude. Thanks.
I haven't made it, but don't hold me to it because I haven't made it in probably a year and a half.
Okay, that's no big deal. I mean, you know what? I'm more happy to see if anybody that's going to VaporCon. You guys all know, the big part of these big meets is just hanging out with the people you've met and talked to in the community. And more than anything, I'm just looking forward to seeing you, bro. So.
Oh, me too, man. We had a blast at Fest.
We had a blast at the last. Yeah, and we also had a blast at the last New England Vape meet that I saw. Yeah, I remember I drove 3 hours to see you guys.
Yeah, and you'll have to do that again. We've got a couple more big meets coming up.
Oh yeah. Now speaking of the New England Vape meet, the last one I went to, the reason why I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm not saying this just because Jay's my guest tonight, but it was probably one of the more fun meets I've ever been to, like ever this year. And now, those of you guys that have followed me this year, I went to a lot of meets. I had the time. I was able to go to a lot of either big meets, little meets, whatever. And I got to meet a lot of people. I've been fortunate to meet a lot of people that I met through the vaping community.
You say meet 3 more times in one sentence, and I'm going to get turned on.
But speaking of that, it goes into my story. It was after everybody had left, and it was just Slide, Vash, you and I sitting at a table having some brews, and you loving the wings.
Oh, when we went upstairs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, those wings were pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, and I think that those small group settings, you could either. I honestly think that breaking bread with a lot of these people, it really brings it together a lot. So that's why when you go to one of those regional ones, one of the smaller ones, people can actually gather in tables and they order food and drink, and it's
a little easier to get to know one another. Whereas you go to these large meets, the national meets, and you're just overwhelmed. You end up, if you're able. If you're lucky enough, you break off into smaller groups, and you can bounce around between smaller groups just to get to know people. But the local meets, that's really where the friendships happen.
Yeah. So every time, oh, never home. We can't go that route here. I'm sorry. There's a reason behind it. But you know what? Just so you guys know, this conversation will continue tomorrow night because we're doing a crossover this week.
That's right. Tomorrow night, Rich is going to be on my show over on Quest.
So it's going to be upStomp's rules when I go on there tomorrow. So you may see a lot more of what you're bringing up, Never. So
and this guy over here is going to be shimmying.
Yes. Petey is going to a concert with his wifey. So I will be I'll be a guest, but I'm also going to be filling in for Petey. And when you fill in for Petey, you're not just filling in the spot. You got to do what he does.
You got to shimmy.
I will be shimmying tomorrow.
We'll come to an agreement before the show starts as to what your shimmy songs are, though.
Okay.
I have some ideas. I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan of your music, so we're gonna have to find a happy medium.
No. It's gonna be on you. I just asked, please, no love songs.
No, I'm not. No slow songs. I might ask you to shimmy to "I'm a Little Teacup," though, if that's okay.
That would be fine, man.
All right, you said it. You guys heard it.
I'll be fine. I mean, like, as long as it's not, because to me,
Did you see when I did that to Petey? Did you see that time? That was epic.
Oh, God.
He thought, because I don't pipe my audio through Skype. So we basically have to time the song with each other for him to do his shimmy. And so I said we were doing a certain song, and he agreed, and he starts shimmying. Meanwhile, I'm piping through "I'm a Little Teapot" to the room. So he's over there grooving, doing the whole thing. You know, he's doing the shirt thing and everything. He's getting all serious. And then he looks at the room and he sees everybody laughing. He goes, "What the hell's going on?" So he unmutes the room and hears "I'm a Little Teapot."
Hey, I'm down for anything, man. It's all good, except for because slow songs are like you're like, you gotta like do your
No, we're not slow dancing. We don't slow dance during shimmy time. Nope.
Right. But yeah, that'll be cool. And different rules apply to the awesome show.
Yep. Tonight it's apple juice. Tomorrow, who knows?
Yep. Tonight it's Mio. Tomorrow, who knows?
No, and I have a firm rule: no pon on the Awesome Show Live. No pon, no fox song or whatever the hell that thing's called. That's all on the Hooligans and the Dumb Show.
Wow, what is this, man? The Blue Saloon. Wow. I can't even...
I like to... Lately I've been describing it as the grown-up Crunch Berries. Because Crunch Berries taste... To my mind, it tastes exactly like the cereal. This is the same flavor components, but using completely different flavors, and it creates a completely different sensation. A completely different kind of vape. It's more of a natural blueberry with a lot of grainier back notes.
Man, I am digging this.
It's probably my favorite right now. It's one of the newer juices.
Let me ask you: I mean, you don't have to say it if it's a secret recipe, but I taste a touch of cream in here. Like, I may be wrong. Just a very slight touch of it.
No cream. I know where you're getting that from, but no, there's no cream. I don't use any custard notes in any of my flavorings, in any of my juices. Mm. I find that you can get the same effect just by balancing your flavors correctly.
Right. Now, I see that, I had a couple questions prepared, so let me just run through them. One other question that I have, for you. Oh, there goes the Skype again. Hold on, it'll pop in a second. There he is. One other question I have for you is, where do you get? I mean, like, I know with some juicers, they try to veer away from tasting other juices completely when they're in creative processing, because they don't want to mix influences from other people into their own juice. But on the other hand, there are other people that specifically taste other people's juice. They're like, that tastes really good, like without really looking for recipes or anything, but you have that flavor kind of stuck in your mind. Right. And then they come out, well, maybe if I maneuver it a little bit, add a little this, add a little that, I can make it a completely different juice without kind of stepping on other people's toes, per se.
Yeah, that's definitely a valid school of thought for any juice maker to get ideas from other juices. I was very much I tended to shy away for a long time from trying other people's juices, from even delving into that realm. But I found that, I'm friends with a lot of juice makers, and I always felt like I was being snobby. Like, but that wasn't what I was trying to be. I wasn't trying to be snobby. I wasn't trying to, like say my juice is better than everybody, so why should I try anybody else's? There are so many great juice makers out there. So over the last, I don't know, I guess since Vape Fest, I've kind of taken a different track as far as that is. I mean, I already have like 40 juices out there. So it's not like I'm trying to come out with new juices every month now anyway. So yeah, I tend to vape other people's stuff. Some of my favorite stuff, Indigo Vapor. Indigo Vapor makes some of the best tobaccos out there, in my opinion. I buy a good amount of it,
like the Oorah.
Oorah and the Indigo RY is one of my favorite tobacco juices of all time. And obviously, I got to try my buddy the Hooligans. I have to try their stuff as much as I can.
Speaking of the Hooligans, remember who piffed you last month? A big bottle.
What? Oh yeah, you piffed me and I ended up getting beef smoothie.
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't a straight piff. I piffed the win.
I piffed the win, and it ended up in my lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife is actually vaping that now. She's gonna end up killing that entire bottle probably within the month.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
So both me and my wife, thank you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna pose a question to the room, so that Jay can answer. If you had tried some of Juices by
Hingham
Hill? My bad.
No, you can call it either or.
Okay.
I mean, on Vaughn, it really doesn't matter.
What are some of your favorite flavors that Jay has created?
And then I'll tell you what my biggest sellers are.
Okay. Let's see if we can match this up. Okay, so Never Says Purple Dream. Okay, this guy thinks he's funny. Mim Lowe's the Salamander. And Kill Greg has never had it, but maybe you will soon. You never know.
You never know.
Because I can tell you right now, there's a lot of juices that I like, and yeah, the Salamander was great. I can tell you my little story about where I first tried the Salamander. I tried it for the first time at New York Vape Fest, and then I gave it to somebody to try. I was like, here, try this, and I'll get it back from you later.
Was that before or after I actually announced the flavor notes?
No, that was, you just said, here, have some, and luckily, okay. I'll tell you,
because that was an experiment. Salamander was like a marketing experiment, and I'll explain that after.
But yeah, on a good news, bad news on that. He gave me a bunch of samples, including like 3 small samplers of Salamander, and a couple others that I can't think of right now. I think it was, I want to say, Silver Spur. Wait, it was some Spur, Red Spur. It was right. Is that what it's called?
Could have been Red Spur, yeah.
Yeah, and it was one other. It was 3 flavors. I think you gave.
Is that Kyle? Easy Vapors 038. Is that Kyle?
I don't know. It is. Kyle. Okay.
The bastard who blew me off last Friday. He was supposed to show up to my show last Friday. He and I are like almost best friends at this point. We just met like last week, and we live like 10 minutes away from each other. Anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
Never's killing me. But yeah, I had piffed it to somebody. I was like, here, give this a try. It wasn't a straight piff. It was like, here, try this. And all my samples were gone.
Well, I remember the piff because you did it right in front of me, and I remember who you piffed it to.
Oh, really?
And I remember thinking, that's going right to some noob. Like, he's just gonna piff that right forward. He's never gonna touch that stuff.
Oh man, but you know what? I'll tell you though. A couple months later, I didn't tell you this part. A couple months later, for some reason in my bag, in one of my bags, I found one of the samplers of Salamander. I don't know how it got there, but it got there, and I vaped that and it was like the next day, and it was gone. I was like, oh my god, it's gone.
Nice, nice. Yeah, Salamander's been a really steady seller. It's not probably not even in my top 5, but it's one of those juices it's going to be around for as long as I am. It's just a really steady seller. The folks that like that kind of flavor profile just really, really glom onto that juice.
Right. Also, another one was the Alabama Slammer. Now, mind you, I had a very bad experience at Alabama Slammers when I was in college, and it was bad news. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Voodoo's saying Waffle Bomb too. Oh yeah, Waffle Bomb's Voodoo's favorite and also Vash's favorite. I know that for a fact.
Waffle Bomb has a very vocal, a small but vocal following. Uh, it's never going to disappear, unfortunately, in Florida for whatever reason, and that's where 90% of my sales are in Florida. In Florida, they do not like dessert vapes. And
Really?
yeah, waffle would be considered a dessert vape. Yeah, they like their stuff. They like either tobacco or they like straight on fruity.
Interesting.
I'm actually surprised that Blue Saloon has taken off as much as it has down there, but it has. So I'm happy about that because I love that juice.
Oh, Rash and Rascal all like Waffle Bomb. Ah, Rascal, I love that lady. I actually hung out with them during Vape Fest in Vegas. That was awesome.
DJ has a good question. Does I sent them a sample of Cactus Jam and a few other juices. The Cactus Jam came in a 30 ml glass tank, so he was wondering if it's a tank cracker. None of my juices have ever cracked a tank. Ever. None of them. None of them. And actually, that's where Apple Betty came from. Apple Betty was originally a recipe centered around building a flavor profile made up purely of flavors that are known to crack tanks. So that was another experiment that I did, and it didn't crack a single tank. So it's all in the concentration.
Okay, I just tasted Melon Brawler for the first time. Holy shit!
I got a holy shit. Melon Brawler is breaking my monthly sales records.
I think I just found my new favorite upStomp vape.
Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you. Melon Brawler has been a huge hit.
I'm so glad I got a big bottle of this. Here's the thing.
Doesn't it turn a pretty color too?
Yeah, look at this color. It's like, oh, it's all nice and pretty. Now, mind you guys, I'm using 12 milligrams, so if you get like 18, it may be a little darker. But
yeah, it'll get darker faster. Yeah.
I dropped to 12 after my first year vape anniversary. Oh yeah, I'll put it in. I've been putting it in while Jay was talking. Hold on a second. I'll put them in right now. Here's the link that goes straight to the juices that are offered at LJE Smokes and also his Facebook page. Facebook group.
You can just go to ljesmokes.com and search for upStomp. Just put upStomp in the search bar.
I made it easy for them. I did the search for them. They click right to it. Right, it goes right to it.
Yeah, and I'm still working on setting up hinghamhill.com. Right now, hinghamhill.com just takes you to my Facebook page. But I'm working on setting up a full-on site. Obviously, it's not going to be an interactive site. It's just going to be informational because I am still wholesale only. So.
Yeah, I want to give props to Walt. On a personal note, man, I'm thinking about you, bro. So, and Walt unfortunately cannot go to VaporCon, which is lame, but he has family issues he has to contend with, and you're in my thoughts, your family's in my thoughts, and hope everything turns out okay. Man. Yeah, hope everything turns out all well. So much love to you, bro. I know
folks are actually asking ingredient questions about my juice. I do not add alcohol. I do not add PGA to any of my juices. I don't do additives. I don't add any flavorings that are known to have custard notes. I don't add any sweeteners because I find if you blend them correctly, they don't need them. Basically no additives, just the flavorings, the VG, the PG, and the nicotine.
Yeah, DJ. Just so you know, I'll be discussing it at length next week because I'll have him on as my guest. But we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, I have to say, here's my impression of Melon Brawler without the initial first impression, because I got that out of the way. See, here's the thing with me. I do like melon vapes also, and the reason why I do is because there's not that many out there. I mean, everybody's like, oh, watermelon this, watermelon that, but when it comes to
Not
straight
for
up,
long, Big Rex. Sorry, go ahead.
oh yeah, no problem, pal. For when it comes to the like straight up melons, there's not that many companies that make it now. I have tried like straight up like honeydew melons, and every time I tried any of these juices, I wasn't able to vape them straight up. I was able, even 310. I have a version of the melon from 310 Vapors, and this blows it away. And their melon juice is not that bad.
Thank you. What I shoot for, I don't like
man.
coming out with straight on flavors. I like
Hey, Kurt.
to do a little dance with everything that I mix up. I don't like just, I'm not going to come out with here's a blueberry, here's a peach, No, anybody can do that. And there are a ton of great juice makers out there who do a really good job at single flavor juices. That's just not my thing. It never has been. I've always kind of shot for building a complex and nuanced juices that these flavor components either do or don't exist in real life.
So anyway, yeah, just answering Hairball's comment. I don't know if that says enough.
Hairball?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it in this vape. So
it's in the description. It's a mix of my 3 favorite summer fruits.
okay.
3, not just 2. 3.
Okay, let's see what else here. Now, when it comes to like your tobacco lines, now I know that you can't. I think what was the first one you came up was like your version of RY4, right? It was like the gold.
Yeah, I've early on back in the original Hingham Hill days, I had a whole line of tobaccos.
Okay.
Most of those are scrapped. I still have the recipes, obviously, but they have been scrapped. But yeah, most recently I came out with the first one in the tobacco line was White Stomp. Then it was Gold Stomp, which was kind of an RY4. It was actually more of a caramel vape than a tobacco, but I'm not real big on strong tobacco-y flavors, so I like to just keep the tobacco in the background.
Right.
And then Red Stomp, which is probably my most tobacco-like, but it's an applewood tobacco. And then I came out with Growler because I was looking for something with a little bit fuller of a mouthfeel. And you kind of get that buttery, creamy texture in your mouth with Growler. So I have a total of 4 tobaccos, nothing else planned in the immediate future. I'd love to do a menthol, but again, I'm kind of tied to the Florida market, and they're really not all that big on menthols. So.
Speaking of regions, there's something that there's like whispers that I've been reading like throughout Facebook groups, and especially within the last month with ECC and Vape Fest meets just happened recently. Apparently, there is kind of like there's the beginnings of a struggle. Now I know you guys are gonna be like, "Oh God, Rich, don't say what I think you're gonna say," but yeah, there seems to be a distinct difference between how juice makers in the West Coast make their juice as opposed to the East Coast. And have you heard those whispers also?
I've heard them. I think West Coasters tend to be more tobacco. In my experience, they tend to have more tobaccos. They also, especially the Southern California folks, they tend to have their branding down. They're really pushing the bar as far as branding. You look at the Five Ponds folks, the Standards folks, all those guys. They really they've taken their branding to a new level, and frankly, it does affect kind of the psychology and how the vape tastes to somebody. Like if it comes nicely packaged in like little cardboard cartons, and you open it up and it's in glass and dropper tips and all that stuff, it does tend to affect how folks feel about their vaping. It adds a premium to the price of the juice, but a lot of folks are willing to pay for that, and I think there's a market for both sides. I don't think we're necessarily in any more competition with them than they are with us. It's just a different kind of mentality around selling juice.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because like from what I know, what I was told, because I was in Denver recently also, and a good friend of mine, one of my sponsors also from John from Vapor, he was talking to me about this specifically, and he now I don't know if there's truth to this or not or whatnot, but he felt as if East Coast was more like more into like dessert vapes, flavorful vapes, while West Coast was like was more lighty, fruity, or like they veered away from dessert, just like you said, like with tobaccos, hardcore, like high end tobaccos, like you talked about the Five Ponds. They're
Right.
using something with an oak barrel, whatnot. Now, speaking,
don't get me started on that, but continue.
but yeah, you know what? Vash actually let me try that limited batch, and yeah,
It's a good juice.
I paid a ton of money, and I have it steeping right now in my closet.
It's a good juice. It's not $1.50 a mil juice, but it's definitely a good juice. He let me try it at the meet, and that's exactly what I said to him. That's a damn good juice. I wouldn't pay $1.50 a mil for it, but it's a damn good juice.
Right.
But at the same time, I can get Indigo for 50 cents a mil, 60 cents a mil, and it's a very similar style vape. It's a high VG vape, which is what Southern Cal is all about. You need to have a ton of VG in there, and that's just how they get their flavor profile. They add more flavor. I think personally they tend to use a lot more flavor art type of tobaccos. Because it's a stronger, almost savory type of component.
Right.
And then they cut that by using high VG juice. So it's a different way of mixing.
Right, I hear you. Now, as far as like, do you think? Okay, without really going into delving it too much, I mean, I want to know, just a follow up. Do you think that personally that you may decide sometime in the future to delve into something like a limited batch where you would put a lot of time and effort?
It's another thing that I thought about, probably a year ago, of doing like a black label where I pre-steep. I'd looked into doing the oak barrel thing, the charred white American oak barrels. You can get them relatively cheap. The thing is, so when you're aging juices in an oak barrel, you have to compare that to aging juices or aging whiskey in an oak barrel, right? Obviously, whiskey is a lot thinner than PG, VG, nicotine flavoring, right? Because it's not alcohol, it's not a lot of water, that kind of thing. And with whiskey, specifically American whiskey and bourbons, you need a minimum of 2 years to get the flavor out of the barrel, and that's a much thinner liquid. So my thought is, well, with PG, VG, Nic flavoring, most of that is PG based or VG based. How are you going to actually soak that flavoring out of the barrel in 3 months or 6 months? You're not going to be able to do it. Essentially you're just steeping it, but you're able to say it's in a barrel as opposed to in a glass jug. So that's kind of prevented me from pursuing that. Pre-steeping, though, in a controlled environment, that is something that I've been thinking about for a long time. We'll see. We'll see. The wood could absorb the nick. You don't know. It could absorb the nick, or it could absorb the flavoring. You know, you don't know. It's an unknown. I commend folks like Five Ponds for trying it. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm just not convinced at this point that it actually does anything, especially in the 3-month or 6-month time frame that they're actually steeping the stuff in the barrels. I just don't know.
Right. So basically, what you're trying, I don't know. This is what I'm getting from it. So what you're trying to say is that if it would take anywhere between like a year or two to get the flavoring off the barrel for whiskey or bourbon, would it be a fair assumption to say that for e-juice that time would be more like 3 or 4 years?
Well, yeah, that's kind of my thinking. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You could probably pull a little bit of flavoring out in a much shorter time frame. Right. But I don't know. I just there are a lot of unknowns there.
Right, because it's a totally different substance.
And you don't know how much of the difference in flavor is just from the pre-steeping versus how much of the difference in flavoring is from actually being in an oak barrel. How do you tell that? It would take years of experimentation to really tell where the difference is.
No, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, because for me personally, I mean, like, I kind of look at it, and now, no disrespect to any companies that have done it this way, but I was curious, and that was my main reason for buying an e-juice that was steeped in an oak barrel. Mm-hmm. Just curiosity.
And don't get me wrong, that was a damn tasty juice. It was an excellent juice.
Right.
Definitely no knocks against the flavor at all. It was a great juice. Like I said, I don't know that I'd pay $1.50 a mil for it. But it was a damn tasty juice.
Right here, yeah. Well, speaking of juices, you know what? Let me throw a couple giveaways. I know people have been patient, and the first giveaway I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Greenman. Okay, here's the Greenman Ejuice. He's basically upstate New York. I know him, Dominic. He's offering up a free 30 ml bottle, and basically I'm going to here's who won. So Sub-Zero Tolerance won. Basically, what I need you to do, Sub-Zero Tolerance, is email me at rich@towervape.com. Let me put on my giveaway screen right here real fast. Okay. Now, what I'm going to be doing from now on, guys, I'm just letting you guys know, is I am going to be posting who the winners are. Hold on. And this Greenman. What I'm going to be doing from now on is I'm going to be posting who the winners are on my Facebook page. I will go ahead and give my Facebook page up so you guys know where it is. And I'm not going to waste time. With people, seeing if they're in the room or not. If you want your giveaway, you have a week to email me that you won.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, email me that you won. If I don't hear from you within a week, you miss out on your giveaway. So anyway, for Sub-Zero Tolerance, please email me at rich@towervape.com. This is a little bit different than the other giveaways. Now with this one, all I need for you to do is go to greenmanejuice.com and make an account on there. Okay, email me your chat name and your address as backup. But what I really need is the email address that you use to create that account. Now, what Dominic's going to do is going to give you a credit, and it's going to be credit enough to give you 130 ml of e-juice, plus he's going to add in shipping. Now, if you get anything besides the 30 ml e-juice, like let's say, I want to get 3 10 mils because I have enough money, he will void that giveaway because the credit he issued you will be specifically for the 30 ml e-juice. All right, so just thought I'd say that. Let's do one more while we're at it. Hold on a second here. And this one is for Ginger's E-Juice. And the winner for that is TW. So TW for Ginger's E-Juice, she is offering a 30 ml bottle of E-Juice. Your hold on. We'll just put in your 39,515.
TW deserves it, by the way. She's been asking a lot of really good questions.
Okay. Yeah, so let me put the info for Greenman and Ginger up here. So you have so the two winners can look at the site. Now for TW, all I need you to do is just email me your chat name, address, and tell me what juice you want. If you go to Ginger's Ejuice site, tell me which juice you want, what nick you want, and if available, what ratio do you want? If you want either her regular blend or her house blend, or 50-50 based on her availability. Okay, so we got that, and let's go back to Jay and talk a little bit more. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the double shot. Oh, and we're back.
I'm still here.
Oh no, Hulk and Case are in the house.
Uh-oh.
What is up, MRP? What is up?
What's going on, brother and sister? Try to guess which one's which.
What's up, guys? So.
Oh, and MRP.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man,
We got
the
that
brotherhood. The brotherhood is here.
You know, I'll tell you, I got a lot of love for you guys. You know that, right? You're right, upStomp. You do.
Well, we do rock pretty hard.
So, it's like, it really is, so, you guys know that. No need to go delve into that, but yeah, he knows I got love for you guys, and, I love my home, but I love you guys too, so, there's that. Okay, so what's up? There's Thursday Night Football, so, but we'll talk about that. You know, I'll tell you, incidentally, just to pimp them real fast, like Case and Raider Chick have a show on Wednesday night at 8. And we talk about Sons of Anarchy, and we talk about football. And then soon we'll be talking about
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. I'm glad when football season's on, I try to make it to their show every week because we talk about a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's not as much fun for me this year because I'm not in first place anymore.
You know what? Neither am I. I mean, I'm
getting my ass handed to me right now.
Wait, what team is yours again? Mine's
Big Damn Heroes.
Oh, yeah, I'm CO United, so I'm in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, I think I'm in the 8th right now, something like that.
Hey, just so you guys know, a bunch of us have there's a fantasy football league I'm in, and I was so happy they let me in the league this year because it was too late for me to get into the league last year because I found out after the fact. But this year I went to Hulk. I was like, Hulk, I want to be in the league.
Guess who won last year?
Is there actually a trophy? There is a trophy.
Yeah.
There is a trophy for this league. I'm excited. There's like something to strive for. Sure. The email is rich@towerofvape.com. I'll put it in the room. Oops. Let me put it in real fast. Oh, jeez, man. Champion and what? What is it? I missed that.
What does it say? It says TVN 2012 Fantasy Football Champion. Big Damn Heroes.
Dang, that's cool, man.
Yep.
So
and I have one from the year previous.
What, you won the year before also?
No, this wasn't a vaping trophy. This was from a friend of mine moderates a movie forum.
Okay.
And I've been playing on that for a few years, and I won first place the year before.
Oh, sick, dude. That's cool. I won first place in a couple leagues, but I just got money. I don't know if I can talk about that.
Well, that's I'm in my day job. We have a league, and in that one I'm undefeated, and I'm about 3 games ahead of second place.
Holy cow! Welcome back, Oliver.
So,
hey, Jam.
And that one's just for money.
Oh yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you. Yeah, but
there is a discount code for LJ's eSmokes. It is Facebook for 5% off.
All right, I'll put that in. Hold on, I've been putting your links up periodically throughout the night.
You have. You're a hell of a pimp, man. You should be getting some money for this.
Nah, dude, you're my boy, man. You're awesome. Here it is. Now you click on that link, that goes straight to the search that Jay's been talking about all night. And the second one is joining his Facebook page. And for a list of winners that I'm going to start doing this week, just like my page there to find out who won.
Yep.
And hey, what the heck? Let's do another one while we're at it. We're going to do Mandy. Timeless Vapor. Let me put her info up right now. La 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 la. Mandy is a friend of ours, and I got a lot of love for her.
We'll talk. We'll talk after all the sponsors.
Now,
after all the sponsors get their due.
Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Yeah, I'm just throwing them in every once in a while. So here's Timeless Vapor. She offers a 30 ml bottle of E-Juice sauce. If you go to her site, you can pick what flavor you want, what race you want, based on what she has available, and nic level. And the winner is... Oh, look who it is! Mim, it's up to you, since you are pretty much, you know...
Yeah. What do you think of the random chatter?
I think it saves a lot of time.
it saves a lot of time, and I like the way that you do it, where you just do it and say, "Here's where you contact me. If you don't, no giveaway."
Yep, that's what I'm doing from now on, because I've wasted so much time in previous weeks being, "Are you in the room? Are you in the room?"
Right.
No. Also, I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. It's USO only, so if you win and you don't tell me that you're outside the US and I get like an address from Zimbabwe or something, it's not going to you. I'm going to email you back and tell you that it's US only. So all these giveaways are US only. I said it like 3 or 4 times tonight, so letting you know. Now if there's a special circumstance where you're like, let's say in Canada, and you're like, please, can you find out? Please, I want this juice so bad. I might make special compensation for that and talk to the vendor and see if they'd be able to send it to you. And if they don't, I can maybe work it out, so I'll send it to you myself. But that's on a case-to-case basis. Okay? Oh, yeah. Basically, you do /random.
Random.
That's /random, mister.
Makes it really easy.
United States. Like Zimbabwe, Hulk.
Zimbabwe.
Am I saying it wrong? Okay, my bad.
Are you talking a boot to Canada?
Oh, you want to do a piff? If you do, anybody that does a piff, I redo it.
You win a free keyring with Rich's face on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Okay, it's up to you, man. I have you down as winning Timeless, but if you want to piff it, I'm gonna re-roll it.
Does shipping include Pepperell, Massachusetts?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Kyle, we have to meet. I think I have some free time this weekend. We can talk about that crunch berries.
No. Okay, so Mim is saying for me to re-roll. Okay. Boom. Okay, Seal. If you're in the United States, I'm just gonna say it every time now. If you're in the United States, please email me at rich@towerofvape.com and let me know that you won Mandy's juice, which is Timeless Vapor. I will put her info in the room again for you. And la 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 la. And I'm gonna put Seal in here. I will also post this on my page in case you missed it, so I don't waste time. And my page is right over here. Hold on. No. Here's my page for you to like. Boom. Thank you very much. Thank you for playing. All right. Anyway, we're back to Jay for a little while. Let's talk with Jay for a little while. My apologies, Jay. I just wanted to get him out periodically.
Dude, you got to do your thing. I don't know how you guys do it with like 8 sponsors. I just don't understand how you guys are able to do that. I have one sponsor, and that sponsor is me. And I still end up overwhelmed.
I'll tell you, man, straight up, I'd love to have so many people on as sponsors, but then I don't want to turn my show into a giveaway show. I want to actually have content.
And you do a hell of a job doing that. There's a nice balance going on here, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, I am, but that's just a side favor.
Well, hey, you know what? This is what I do, and just so you guys know, this is what I'm doing. So there's no surprises. I give people who. Oops, my music stopped. My bad. Let me go to the next song. Um, what I like to usually do is I do an early bird special, which I do a giveaway within the first 15 minutes for
Yep,
people
I
who are
caught
coming
that.
in,
Yeah.
right? And then I do like the segment where like I'll interview you and stuff. We're past that segment, by the way. We're done with the interview, and now you're just hanging with me, and we're talking about stuff here and there, right?
Rock and or roll.
Which I like to last for about an hour, and then I'll throw in a giveaway, maybe one giveaway during the interview session, and
Mhm.
then the majority of them I'll try to throw them in the last half an hour. But when I'm
Uh,
playing, stuff like that.
Unicorn, what was your question? Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, my bad, Unicorn, who is a Florida vapor, by the way, has her show on Tuesday nights.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Clearwater. Oh, old school. That's
Ah.
2010 juice.
Hold on, let me look back and see if I could feel that question for you, Jay. Hold on, without her having to type it in again. Let's look for it.
Can't that all bounce out?
I'm looking for it. Wait. Not had her stuff. I'm looking for it, Unicorn, see what your question is. See if I can find it here. Oh, she put it in again.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to try to read this. All right, accidentally on my second DIY order got 60 Nick in VG. Oof. Can't that all be balanced? Oh, people typing. Balanced out by my PG and VG when mixing to get my target. My second order got 60 Nick and VG. Can't that all be? Oh, it's the same.
I think it's the same
question
thing. Yeah, it's the same
twice.
thing.
Okay. VG Nick is a tricky thing because you can get hot spots. So you have to. Ideally, you'd want it to be very warm, like above room temperature, so that you make sure it gets mixed up. Really good. But yes, you can leverage the fact that you have VG against the VG that you would normally add to the juice. There are a number of juice calculators out there that can help you in doing that. The one that I've been known to use is Ejuice Me Up. I think it's ejuicemeup.com.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And they do have a portion of that utility dedicated to making those kind of calculations. I don't know it off the top of my head, but yeah, you should be able to fix that right up. But the important thing is to probably keep your VG Nick a little bit warm so that it's a little more fluid when you shake it up, you know that the nicotine is getting dispersed evenly throughout the entire bottle.
Guys, just want to mention I'm having problems with dropping some frames. I don't know if it's because of Vaughn or not, so I apologize if we're way behind on chat as opposed to what we're discussing. Just letting you know that right off the bat, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Vaughn's evil on Thursday nights sometimes, but they are. So I'm getting that.
It's a big, especially during prime time. Vaughn tends to get overloaded on Thursday nights.
Yeah, so I just wanted you to know that. So if you say something and it takes us 20 seconds to respond, I'm almost thinking that the delay now has gone from 7 seconds to almost 20 seconds, maybe even 30 for that matter. So if we're half a minute behind, we apologize. Letting you know that right now. The one near me. I'm in New York, so it's just near me. I guess I could change it to another one. I don't know what the.
Unicorn, I would go above room temperature. To do that, I would. How would I do that? I would probably boil some water in a pot. Let it come down just to the point where you can get your finger in it and, let it, your finger doesn't get burned. and then stick the bottle in that water for 5 minutes or so. Just to the point where the VG is mixing or is at the consistency that you would think of for PG. Just to the point where that when you're mixing it, everything's getting mixed throughout and mixed evenly.
Thanks, Twiz. Funny. Anyway, guys, well, at that note, let's do another giveaway now. I saved this actual vendor announcement for when I did the giveaway because it has to do, part of the announcement has to do with the giveaway. So you got Will Thomas, who's a friend of ours, friend of yours, Jay, I'm sure, who came out with Unicorn Vapor. Here's the information for Unicorn Vapor right here. Now, basically, the announcement is this. Let me see if I... for EVOD kits, he's offering EVOD kits for $32.99, and there's a juice special. There's a code for it. It's not for other products other than juice. Okay? Here's the code right here. I'm going to put the code here for it. The code is Specials35. That's 35% off all of his juice between now and Sunday. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to mix it up a little bit with Unicorn Vapor this week. Instead of you having to go to the website and everything and pick your favorite, what he decided to do was he's going the way of Vapor, go the way of Vapor Leaf and offer a sampler pack. So he's gonna have a sampler pack, and it's gonna be all you have to do is email me your chat name, your address, and the nick level, and he will send you a bunch. He'll send you a bunch of a bunch of juices. Okay. In a sampler. I don't know how many it is. Okay, Vape Tech, you're in Canada, right? I'm trying to double check here. Vape Tech, if you're in Canada, I'm not sure if you'll be able to send it to you. So, if that's the case, I may have to do it again, but Unicorn Vapor is in Texas. So, I think he's in Canada, unfortunately. And I think it's the U.S. I'm doing all U.S. only right now. So I may have to do it again. But you know what, Vape Tech? PM me outside or whatnot, or email me at Rich Tower Vape, and maybe we can work out something. But in the meantime, okay, he does. Cool. All right, we're going to keep it that way. So Unicorn Vapor does ship to Canada. So we're going to keep that. I'm going to keep Vape Tech in. Hold on a second. Oops. Vape Tech. And that is Unicorn. Okay. Just like I said. And they shipped to Zimbabwe, too. Wait, what the heck is going on? Yeah, I'm having issues here. My bad. My Spotify's being evil. Okay. So anyway, we're back to Jay.
We are?
We are back to Jay. Well, we've been here all the time. I haven't been going back and forth with my giveaway screen for the past couple. I just been ninja giving out winners. Doing it the ninja way. They're like, oh, you won, by the way. Yeah. But yeah, Voodoo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the Vaughn server, and maybe I could switch my Vaughn server. There's another one that is even closer to my house, but I think I'm using the same one you're using, Voodoo, which is in DC. And Derp Schnitzel wants to know if they ship to Neptune. Yes, if you live in some city named Neptune in the United States. And Oliver has business cards.
The southern province of Neptune.
Oh, Never's asking for some crap juice. I hope she's not referring to you, upStomp. That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude.
Are you done with your sponsors or?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I got two more. I got two
All right,
more.
Do your two more.
Okay, I'll do my two more. So anyway, we got Vapor Leaf, which is like John over at Vapor Leaf in Denver, Colorado, home of the greatest football team of all time. So there's that, and okay. So basically, what he offers is a sampler pack, much like what Unicorn Vapor is doing now. Okay, all you have to do is send me an email. You know, I'll switch it to the giveaway so people can see my email real fast. Hold on. I don't know how long it's going to be for them to see it with all these drops. Hold on a second. I lost video entirely, so I'm going to reset my
Do you
page.
live, like, right next door to Jeannie K, or what?
Jeannie, I think, is one state over for me. Jeannie's in PA. But, okay.
I think you guys use the same coffee can to spread your internet, though.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So anyway, Space Jam, congratulations. If you do not live in Neptune, please email me at rich@towervape.com and let me know that you won the Vapor Leaf Sampler Pack. Please provide in that email your name, your chat name, your address, and the nick level, because they'll send you 5 random juices. Okay? Now the last one I'm going to do is J-Raps. Here's J-Raps. That's Alone, my man Alone, down in North Carolina. What is up, Alone? Okay. So, here's his information. Now,
can I play for this one?
Yes, of course, of course. Now,
I can?
You can play for all of them, you know.
Oh, that's silly.
That's why I have you in there. If your name's in there, then if you pop up, baby. Now,
right.
Here's the thing.
All right, sweetheart.
Here's the thing. I'm going to do 3 winners. Now, guys, if you had won a J-Raps in the past 30 days, Alone respectfully asks if you can piff it to somebody else. Now, he has a listing of all the people he sent raps to in the past 30 days. Okay? So, be honest. Okay? So, here's the first winner. Is Bookworm. Second winner is Angel Writer Speaks. And the third winner is Bunny. Okay. So, we got Bookworm, 13, Angel, Geeks, and Bunny. You guys want a J-Rap. Okay, Scott. Okay, thanks, Voodoo. So, email me at rich@towervape.com. Tell me that you want a J-Rap. You can, as you can see right here, for J-Raps, choose from either the regular or textured columns in the site, and you can choose your device. Now, if there's a device available, if your device is available for either the regular or textured lines, you can give me that information in the email. Okay. Now, remember, if you won the past 30 days, you gotta tell me and you gotta piff it, and that means I have to roll again. So all 3 of you haven't won in the past 30 days. You're good. Because I don't see anybody saying that. Nope, I haven't. So, okay, so Snowbuddy's gonna piff. Okay, Mondo. I think Mondo did win one in the past 30 days. I'm not sure. But Mondo, if you won the past 30 days, let me know. If not, I'll piff it again. Let me know, Mondo. This is wasting time. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let me just put him in.
Spoon. Sorry.
Okay, so otherwise we're good. Yeah, I'm sorry that the delay is wicked bad, guys. It is really wicked bad. My bad. And Voodoo's gonna probably help me out a little bit and let me know what's going on. So, my bad. Space Jam won a sample pack from vaporleaf.com. I'm going to post all the winners on my page for what vendor. So if you forgot, I'm going to post it there. And you have 1 week to respond. Okay? US only, all of them. Got me? Okay. So we're back to Jay. Hopefully it'll pop in the next 30 seconds. I don't know how far behind I am.
I'm in here somewhere.
Yeah. So we got 10 minutes left. We got Steamy coming up next. And Steam's to get in. Followed by Steamy, we got Lance from Gorge Vapors. Unfortunately, Mr. Smokey is unable to do his show tonight because he is in Vegas. So he can't do his show remotely. Okay, so we're back with Jay. And who do you know who you're playing this week in your in your fantasy football league?
I am playing let's see. Raider Fan for Life, which I believe is Raider's husband.
Yes, it is. He's the first place guy, isn't he?
He is tearing it up.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'm in
It's
rough
everybody
shape.
rock.
Oh
But
no,
you know-
I actually have somebody going tonight. Shit. Alfron Jeffrey is doing nothing for me so far. Let's move on. Move on.
Well,
Move
you
on.
know, I'm
I
playing.
don't.
I'm playing his wife,
I don't. Oh, Raider.
and she's going down. I was like telling
I
her from last night. And incidentally, you got Hulk and Case going against each other this week.
No, I'd rather look at my team at work, which I am kicking serious ass in. So I'm gonna look at my score there instead. 13 points for Thursday night. Oh, that serves me very well. That looks very good to me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass this week.
Yeah, sorry, Diana. Yeah, I know.
I'm going 6-0. Anyway,
6-0. I don't think I'm 6-0 in any of my. I'm in 2 leagues that I'm 4-1.
I've never been 6-0 in a league in my life, but these jamokes at my day job are fucking morons when it comes to fantasy.
You know, I'll tell you, Hulk, your first couple of weeks it was kind of bad, and all of a sudden you just kicked it up, and your team, you're just scoring mad points, Hulk. I was like looking, I was like, damn.
He was asking me for advice on how to beat Case, and I'm like, dude, I'm in 8th place. What are you asking me stuff for this year? Don't ask me anything. Well, yeah, your team looks pretty good. I think you got a good shot. Have fun. I don't know.
Right. No, I hear
So
you.
much of it is luck.
Guys, I want to
Especially-
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, I was just going to pimp you again, because, you know, I keep pimping you throughout the whole time. I want to emphasize, guys, that if you want to order his juice, you go to LJ Smokes, and here is the link to the search on it, and here's also the group for upStomp's Facebook page. So you guys can join a group, and you can keep up to date what's going on with Hingham Hill.
Man, I'm gonna have to start writing you checks.
Oh, man. But seriously, I really enjoyed having you on, man, and I'm looking forward to going on to Jay's Rules tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a fun. It's going to be a fun
The
time.
rules are a bit different on Quest, but no, it'll be a great time, man. We always have a good time when we hang together. So
Oh yeah, you know, incidentally, you know, this is the first time I was ever in a show with you,
that's not true at all.
isn't it?
That's not true. That
What's the
can't be
first
true.
time? No, I think it. When, was
No.
when do you recall me being on your show ever?
I can't date it, but I know we've been on screen together before.
Oh no, we were in Hangouts together.
All right, maybe. All right.
Yeah, this is like really the first time.
So now we're gonna do a twofer. Yeah.
We're gonna do a twofer. So tomorrow night, you guys know where to go. You go to Quest's page tomorrow night, Quest channel tomorrow night, and it's gonna be upStomp rules tomorrow night. So
Yeah, those are funny rules.
and I am at the mercy of the rules of the show when I go. So,
Mhm.
oh, it's 1 minute 15-second lag. Holy smokes!
Wow. But this guy over here is gonna have to shimmy. He's gonna have to dance. He's gonna have to get up and dance. Rich, do you have a green screen by any chance?
No, unfortunately.
You don't? Okay.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
I'll incorporate you. I'll incorporate your beige wall into my into my scene.
Yeah, and my
Somehow.
bed right behind me. Who knows? You never know. Maybe I'll incorporate the bed as part of my shimmy. Who knows?
Yeah.
I might jump up on it or whatnot. I don't
But
know.
I have to say, you're gonna have to reboot your entire computer before you go live with me, because, damn.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I always make sure I reboot before I broadcast. I do a full reboot. So like, you know, my memory's completely cleared and heck, I'll even reboot. I reboot my router every week.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry guys for such stuff. Oh, thanks MRP. Thanks, bro.
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, you'll have my sorry ass and the rich dude.
Unfortunately, Unicorn, that's not possible. I know there's some kind of it's part of your contract, isn't it? upStomp. Otherwise, I would have
What?
mentioned it. That's the only
What?
reason why I can't.
You can't what?
right? Because Unicorn was asking if they could win some of your juice.
I can give away as much as I want.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. That's why I never mentioned it because I was
Let's
always.
go. Let's go. 120 mils. 120 mils.
Holy crap!
Winner's choice.
Okay, you guys heard it here. Are you guys ready? Are we gonna do? This is big. Do you want to do a question instead, and the first person that answers it wins it? I think it might be more fair that way since it's such a big giveaway.
Not with this much lag.
Okay.
Yeah, with this much lag, a question isn't fair. I think we have to go random.
Okay, random it is. Are you guys ready? I feel like going minute and 15 minutes ahead. Oh, snap. Aussie won.
Aussie's won from me before.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes. That's huge. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Jay, do you want him to go straight to you on that?
Yeah. Have him contact me, upStomp at questvaping.com, and tell me your nick strength, VG-PG ratio, flavor. If you're not sure, we can discuss it. That whole thing. It may be a little while for this to go out because I am in the middle of a really big freaking order. But within a week or so, it should be in the mail.
I just want to emphasize that all of these giveaways that I'm offering could take anywhere between as quick as a week to as long as 4 to 5 weeks. Because I know there are people that were hitting me up. They're like, hey, I ordered this a while ago and it hasn't gotten me yet. So I want to emphasize that. So in this case for upStomp, since he has big orders coming in for your giveaways, please be patient.
I'll because it's 120 mils. I'll send you the tracking information when it goes out, but it could be about a week to a week and a half for this to go out.
All right. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Hold on a second. I got a message. Steamy to let him know. I'm a minute behind. Need 1 minute 15 seconds.
If Aussie's not here, we should do it again.
Okay, no problem.
Aussie, I can't give him 10 seconds because I don't know. But if he's not here, and because he has won for me in the past recently, why don't we give him a minute? And if he doesn't respond with a yay or a one or something in the room, we'll go ahead and give it away to somebody else.
Okay. Steamy, if you're in the room, I really need... Hold on, I gotta put this in chat. Steamy, I need 1 to 2 minutes extra, please. Lag. Okay, we'll do it real fast. Okay, we're gonna do it again? We'll do it again.
Yeah, let's give him... Well, how much? Oh, we don't have much time.
We don't. I gotta do it right now. Let's just do it right now. Sorry.
All right, let's do it right now. I'm sorry, Aussie. If for some reason you're like handcuffed and you can't type on your keyboard.
Okay, so we're gonna do vaping guy. Okay, so I'm gonna post all these winners on here. Again, for Jay, it's upstomp at questvaping.com. Let him know the flavor you want, PG-VG ratio, and nick, and his and any of the other giveaways I gave away tonight can take as quickly as 1 week or as long as 4 to 5 weeks. So just want to let you know ahead of time. I apologize for the lag, but I want to say seriously, the upStomp when he pops back in.
I'm here.
I don't know why it's not popping back in. Okay.
Don't worry. Everybody's seen my mug by now.
But anyway, I really want to say that, I got a lot of love for you, bro. I'm looking forward to finishing this, redoing this, continuing this conversation tomorrow on the awesome show tomorrow night. And I got a lot of love for all of you guys that decided to come in and hang out on my show tonight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Jay. You're the man.
Thank you, Rich. It's been a blast. Knew it would be.
All right. Yo, anyway, here's bump for you, upStomp, because you're the man. Here's my little bro
back
face.
at you, but you can't see it.
Right. And Here's my bro fist for all of you. Thank you so much. Peace.